Hello, everybody. Tim here, along with
Maggie. Hello.
Yes, Maggie. Yes, we're here to talk about Welcome to Marwen. This is the new film directed by Robert Zemeckis, and it stars Steve Carell, Leslie Mann, and a bunch of other rando people who are in the movie for about 5 minutes and then disappear. But that's besides the point. The story here is that there's a man who was beaten almost to death, and he loses his memories, and then he creates this world called Marwen in which it helps him heal, I guess. Yeah. I guess that's what the trailers...
He, still creates art. And
yes,
it helps him work through his trauma or whatever.
Yeah, that's what the trailers are selling you. The trailers are selling you the most...
The lies.
...original film of the year, according to Universal in their trailers. This movie's a pile of dog shit.
Yeah, it's not good.
This is not a good movie.
It's really boring.
Yeah.
It got really long. It, barely has a plot.
Nope.
Barely.
Yeah.
And, we were, an hour into it, and I looked at Tim, and I was like, how much time is left? And he's like, 45 minutes. I was like, are you sure? What else are they going to do? Where is this going?
I think the number one problem with this movie is that it was completely mismarketed.
Very mismarketed.
Completely mismarketed. This movie was marketed to families.
It's not. Don't take your children.
This is not a family movie.
It walks the line between R and PG-13 in the worst way.
The violent there's violent scenes in it because the thing is that in his fantasy world it's a World War II thing because the people who beat him up in real life are neo-Nazis, or at least it's heavily implied that they're neo-Nazis, and that so it's a World War II thing where he's the hero and he's fighting the Nazis, and all the women of Marwen and these are the women that are in his life are helping him and are the strong women. But okay, I'm gonna be completely upfront about this one. I don't normally get upset about
portrayal of women.
I really don't, and I don't want that to be misconstrued as I think women should be portrayed as big, I don't big-breasted women who are only there to serve the man. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that it doesn't when it has happened. I feel people tend to over-exaggerate. This time it actually pissed me off because there is a scene There's a scene in this movie towards the end where Steve Carell's character in the fake world thing is fighting a Nazi and actually says I don't remember the exact line, but he says something along the lines of, women are the most powerful thing in the world, but yet in that scene, they were doing nothing. The women were just standing there, and he was the one fighting, and I'm I wanted to pull my hair out.
Yeah, that was the final battle, and he's fighting the Nazi, and he says something women are the most powerful thing in the world, and I'm is that the message you're going for? Because you had a bunch of
extremely disrespectful things. Yeah,
not okay. Steve Carell's character is really kind of creepy, and I feel bad for him because of the situation that he's in, but the way it comes off in his relation to Leslie Mann is not okay.
And here's I don't think that's Steve Carell's fault. I think that's
I'm not
it's a directing thing. I think Robert Zemeckis poorly directed this movie, and it's also a script problem. The script is atrocious. But like I said, my main problem is that it's the way that the film handles women and thinks it's handling both women and gay / maybe mild homosexuality in somebody is completely glossed over, because what the trailer doesn't tell you is the reason that this guy gets beaten up is because he likes to wear women's shoes.
Yeah.
I feel that probably should have been in the trailer.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of stuff like that in this movie that just doesn't come across in the trailer. So people are going to go see this movie expecting a Secret Life of Walter Mitty. Something like that. That's the vibe I got from this trailer, and it is not that at all. No. I don't want to keep giving away things about the movie, but it's not big plot points, but there are scenes in that one of the women in Marwen that he idolizes is a porn star.
Yeah.
Because he's watching porn at some point in the movie. This is a PG-13 family marketed film.
There's a point where he rips the shirt off of one of the dolls. And, apparently that's okay that you see, doll breasts because they're dolls, but,
and
straight
there's no
up...
nipple.
Right, and there's no nipple. But, she's just, walking around for several scenes, this doll, with, without a shirt on. And I was like...
It's ridiculous.
What the heck?
It's ridiculous. So here's the thing. In the end, this movie's not the worst movie ever made.
It was just so disappointing.
It's so disappointing, and it just, I feel like, again, I'm a man, but like you said, I was
lied to by these trailers.
I'm saying that as a woman, you were very, you seemed upset.
I was not happy during the thing.
It completely mishandled a story that I think could have been done very interesting, and I will give them effort, like, the credit for the effort put into those sequences, because I think the animation style was really interesting. Cool, it could have been something cool. I think that if we had gotten the movie we were promised with the trailer, it could have been something interesting. But this was just a complete, utter misfire, like, from start to finish. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to say about this?
Yeah, just definitely, like, again, do not take children to see this movie. It walks the line between R and PG-13 in the worst kind of ways.
Yeah.
Like, he knew what he could, how he could show breasts, that it would be okay, and like, I think the only reason the violence gets away is because it's dolls.
Yep.
So, like, it's not...
And it's animated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So... don't take your children to see this movie, and don't pay for it either. If you're interested, wait for it to come out on Blu-ray and rent it for $1.
And that's not to say that, like, there are people who will enjoy this movie, and that's fine, but, like, we know a lot of families and a lot of people who...
Well, like, we were so looking forward to this movie, and it looks so good.
Yeah.
The trailer made me, like, choke up every single time, and there's never a moment like that in this movie.
Nope.
Because the way that they cut the trailer is completely different than the way that the movie is cut. So.
Absolutely. 100% agree.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, guys, those are our thoughts on Welcome to Marwen. If you've seen it, let us know what you think. But after I posted on Facebook today about it, it seems like a lot of people will not be checking it out this weekend, and that's okay. Go see Aquaman or Bumblebee or Spider-Man or Mary Poppins or...
There's so many better options.
Friggin' see Mortal Engines. I haven't even seen that, and I can tell you that's probably better than this pile of dog. Anyway, thanks as always for watching, guys. Be sure to hit that like button and hit subscribe. It helps me out a great deal. Thanks as always for watching. Until next time, have a good one.